Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account and we're going to open everything. We're going to go through, we're going to do everything. We're going to get this account all caught up. Now I did go ahead and I did borrow two exceptional heroes, which is Rem and it is Amelia, guys. So I got both of those over on the test server. I want to try to focus and try to kind of pick this one up a little bit. Now, test server, we've built a couple of heroes through time. As you can see, we don't have a lot. Albedo and Ines, we got Rem and Amelia now we picked up through the garrison. But I'm going to go through and I want to open and utilize everything we have in here. We've started to collect a lot of cards. Also looking at a couple awakened heroes. We're going to have to prioritize the build and I want to use my poke coins, guys. We have an absurd amount of poke coins that we'll get into. Don't know exactly how long it's going to take, but let's go ahead and just start checking off these boxes, guys. Not even 100% sure what's in all of these boxes because again, it's been a little while since we played over here on the test server, but just running through these boxes, guys, I'm going to leave the tier stones alone. Can't batch anymore. Let's go ahead and open these and see exactly what we get out of here. There's 1,500 poke coins. These, I always choose the weapons out of there, but there is our copy of Eugene, so we'll definitely take that. Now we have 3 reward chests in here. Now again, I know we have a lot of poke coins, so I'm going to go for, let's say, engraving mats in this one. That's going to give us quite a few there. We have some essence. We have some gold. I think we have a couple diamond chests as well. Some hourglass, some chests right there. All right. So reward chests. I'm going to go for summons. Let's knock a couple summons out of here. Another reward chest. Let's go with some red chests in here. I know we're going to need some red chests, especially looking at our heroes. All right, so hero scrolls. Again, we're going to go with some common scrolls in there. This one, we can just go ahead. I'm going to pass this one. And then we have 2 more of these. Let's see what else we got, guys. So that gives us Eugene, 750 right there. That does give us how many scrolls are in here? 30 scrolls right there. And again, we have a couple small diamond chests. There's another 1,200. 7,000, bringing us to 127,000 essence. We're absolutely going to have to use some of those. Double copies of Naruto right there. Looks like we get Nevi, we get Orin, definitely some heroes that are in our wish list. Another copy of Scarlet. Then, of course, food. Now, remember, over on the test server, this is entirely free to play. So this is a free to play account. In its entirety, we also do have 118 of our arcane staffs here. Haven't, again, focused on very many of those. But let's see what else. We have 1 more chest right there. We have 34 right there. And we'll go ahead and we'll see what we have in all of these as well. All right, 34, 24 hours. So that's 34 days of essence right there, which is kind of crazy. We'll go for some amplifying emblems out of here. Again, this one, you know what? We're going to go engraving mats with this one. 42 of our reward chests. I can't even imagine how much we're going to have in here. I like the essence, but we're going to stick with the engraving mats. And I know I have a lot of engraving mats in here as well. But there's another 29 chests for the 8 hours, which is just going to give us a ton, an absolute ton more essence, guys. There's another, what, 40, 50, 60, 70, about 74K essence. We have 17,000 elemental cores in here, which again is kind of crazy that we've been saving them. Let's go ahead and pop open our stones as well. Still full slots in here, but let's hit up our temple, guys. Let's see what we got. And it looks like Eugene, I think we finally got to Legendary Plus. Naruto, of course, we built Naruto out when she actually first dropped. So we definitely got her built out a little bit there. Nevi, we can go ahead and add, and it looks like we had to get some signature items on there, which now we have a ton of heroes that we are needing signature items on in their entirety. But there is a Legendary Plus right there. Still building out, remember, Liberta. So once we finished out Demio, we had to build out Liberta. Haven't had an opportunity to actually build him out, but let's see what we got in our mail. We got a copy of Athalia. So we got Inoki, we got Kayleen, we did get Athalia right there. Looks like we also got another copy. But I think that might be all of the heroes that we can pick up out of there. 1 more stone, which gives us, oh, full again. It was, look at that, Audrey. So we got Athalia and Audrey. Unfortunately, neither of them really used for very much anymore, but still getting a couple more Celestial copies in there is really cool to see. And of course, we have a lot of heroes in here that we have to build up. Did some engraving reset. So let's pick up that copy. And then I think we do have a lot of blue stones as well, if I remember. So there's Eugene. We have another 17 of these. There we go. So through the stones at least, and there's another copy of Audrey. So we got a little bit built up a little bit further. So there is legendary, and those are just copies that we did not summon for. Those are just straight copies that we did pick up. Now we're at what, 41. I'm going to pick up a couple more here. And we've been trying to build out Shamira. Remember, if you remember a little bit ago on the test server, Shamira's already at, I believe, Mythic at this point. I believe we do have her built up a little bit. Right there she is. So she is already at Mythic at this point. Again, we're going to build her up a little bit further. Hopefully, we can get some more copies of her. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see exactly what we can build out of here and who we can get some copies of, including Liberta. Well, again, once we got Demia built out, we knew Liberta was the next one. So let's go in here, hop in, and do our summons. Starting in the Noble Tavern, we do have 111 scrolls here, guys. So kind of crazy. We might get lucky with some of these summons. And again, I know we have a lot of Poke Coins. I think we also do have a lot of Beast Food. But there is a copy of Honesta. Now, Honesta, of course, almost maxed out, guys. And there's another elite right there, which is Desira. Starting to take a lot of the heroes to multiple stars at this point on the test server, which there's a copy of Trishia. Now, Trishia, of course, is a hero that has made a really, really strong presence, guys, in a lot of different places in AFK Arena. Same with Nevi, another hero that is very, very strong when you do have her built out quite a bit. 1, 2, and unfortunately no 3 on there. There's a copy of Trishia. Don't think that's enough to build her out, and we're going to have to see with the food exactly what we can do with some of this food. One more single summons is going to give us just a single elite, which is a copy of Tamris. Now, of course, you can kind of see based on my heroes, again, when we didn't play this account as much, definitely getting back into it a little bit. Feel like we have some heroes we can definitely catch up. Just going to take some time. Even here, we do have Ivan built out a little bit further as well. Did some Desire hero summons. Unfortunately, nothing out of there. All right, so we have 14 cards in here, 24K. Again, we're looking for Liberta as well as it looks like another player up there looking for some copies of Liberta. And there's a copy, guys. First time, first pull, get a copy, which is awesome to see. 2 more cards right there. And I'm hoping for at least one more copy. One more copy of Liberta. We have 2 more pulls here. And our final pull, could we pull 2 copies? It is another copy. Very nice. I thought it would be just based on the diamonds. So that is 2 copies closer to building out Liberta. And then, of course, the Awakened version of Shamira. We have 1 more summon in here. Nothing in there. And we're going to use our singles just to continue building this out little by little, guys. We are getting there with the loot. Every single pull is 1 closer. Honestly, when you look at building out these heroes, 1 closer every single time that we do the summons. I think we might have some diamonds in there or some resets for the Union. Let's pop open everything else we got in here. We still have the chest right there, which of course is from the Star Zone, the Mythic Star Zone. Still waiting for that to come back another time. But a couple more. There's a copy of Brutus. There's K-Sauce. Just again, some more rare cards going to give us a little bit more food that we need out of there. Level-wise, again, 211,000 essence. I know a lot of players are probably looking to pick up that essence. I wish I could send it over to your accounts. That'd be very cool to see. But overall, level-wise, we're at, what, 505? I don't even know how much closer we can get. And then we'll get into the Poke Coins, guys. Again, I know we have a lot. We have a lot. We'll go ahead and we'll do levels. I think we're going to have enough actually to probably go to 505. The Oaken, guys, the Poke Coins you've been waiting for. It is 181,000 Poke Coins. That is right, guys. Couldn't even tell you the last time that we did furniture summons on here. But it's been a little bit just kind of based on the Poke Coins that we see. It's been a day or two. It's definitely been a day or two since we did some summons in here. We'll get Rem in here. We'll get Amelia in here. Some of those heroes definitely want to max out, and we'll check out the priority list on who we have built. Because even looking here at our storeroom, guys, we have a couple pieces. We have, look, there's Rem. Wow. We have a lot of furniture in here. We have Frampton, we have Rem. Let's go ahead and recommend, let's put in here what we can. Again, I don't know at what point were we building out Rem, but that gives already 4 of 9 for Rem. Demia's furniture changes a little bit. So that cleans up a lot of the storeroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we already have 7 pieces there for the twins, which we don't have the twins, unfortunately, built out at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Frampton. It looks like a couple there for Flora. Also do have a couple in there for the awakened version of Belinda. We have Ivan in there. So a lot of the very, very big key heroes, including Palmer, that we're just sitting and need more copies on. Let's look at our wish list. There is Rem, guys. We have Ivan, and again, we only have Ivan built out a tiny bit. And I'm thinking, let's put Amelia in here. Let's put Rem in here. And if you noticed, we already have 12 of these sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and build Rem with the 5 more pieces of Mythic that we need. So maxing her out, which again is a big priority to kind of max out. Taking her to 9 of 9. So I'm going to drop her out. I'm going to drop Amelia in here. Again, I'm just kind of looking at some of the heroes that we have. Most of the other ones we do not have, including Yennefer and Geralt. But here, let's see, Awakened Heroes. Because I know we have Belinda there. We have Thane kind of built up a little bit further. Brutus, we have Brutus and Sophia. So we usually only have 1 or 2 copies of the Awakened Heroes at this point. But we have Shamira. I'm going to drop Shamira in here. Palmer, we're looking for a couple more of these. We can actually go ahead and max out. Palmer, we had 1. Shamira, we have none. And let's see, guys. Let's get into these summons. I don't even know how long, again, this is going to take us to get through these Pokecoins. There is the first one. So that is 1 for Amelia in there. And I'm thinking Mythic Furniture, 1 for Palmer. That gives us, I believe, 2 for Palmer. Definitely need to build him up a little bit further, getting some more of those desired hero summons just to get him up to Ascended. There's Zolrath. I believe Zolrath, we need 1 more, and that will take Zolrath to 9 of 9. And we'll be able to go through and see exactly who else we want. There's Mulan. And I'm going to have to see even other copies that we can pick up. I know we got Rem and Amelia, which again is super important. There's Hodgkin. Want to take him to a 9 of 9 Furniture. Once we max out a hero, we're going to swap it out for another hero. I'm keeping them, especially free to play, but there's Zolrath and Mulan, guys. That is a double pull right there. Zolrath, I thought it would max out, and I believe it does. Mulan is at 8. We'll drop Zolrath out. So let's see who we have. We have Scrag. We have both those in there. We already have that. The looking here, guys, kind of tough. We already have 9 right there. You know what? We could take Skarath a little bit higher. We could take Baden up a little bit further. I'm thinking even other heroes that we don't have. Even the original version of Tailene, guys, we almost have it built. Almost have built there. Almost have Halos built. We just need diamonds. We need a lot of diamonds to finish out a lot of these heroes getting furniture built on a considerable amount of heroes in here. I'm going to drop, you know what? I'm thinking Halos in here. Oh, Demia. We don't even have any for Demia. Definitely. Absolutely, guys. So 9 of 9 again. We're going to do the same thing. Boom. There we go. We like Demia, and we like Demia with furniture. Takes Demia right to the 9 of 9 Furniture. We'll swap that one out. Very easy to get built. And again, looking here, priority. We're not building out the twins. We're building out Liberta at this time. That's where all of our focus is, especially Ivan, Liberta, and then of course Shamira are the ones that we're looking to build out. So let's keep going. Hopefully we can pull some more diamonds, get a couple more copies. There's a copy for Nevi. Nevi, of course, another one. Guys, you want the 9 of 9 Furniture. We want some engraving in there. Second copy for Nevi. What is Nevi at? 4, so that adds 5 and 6 right there. Still got 119,000 Pokecoins left. And again, don't even recall the last time that we did summons that we pulled with Pokecoins. There's a copy for Amelia. Kind of crazy. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get caught up. There's a copy for Arthur. And of course, King Arthur was huge once upon a time, guys. Not really a lot of utility anymore, unfortunately. There's a second copy for Amelia. Also need Amelia's plus 30 signature item. There we go, another double. There's Baba Yaga and Amelia with 2 more cards. I wanted to see how close. Where's Baba Yaga at 8? And Mulan's at 8 as well. Yeah, might have to get a couple more in here. There's the awakened version of Shemira. Feel like the twins we need to get to ascended just because we have the furniture. There is Baba Yaga. That maxes Baba Yaga out to the 9 of 9 as well, dropping her out. And again, thinking kind of the priority heroes. You know what? Rain. Rain with the 3 of 9 will do incredibly well. I still feel like we're going to have a ton to recycle in here based on these heroes. Now, Rain, of course, guys, 3 of 9 without the 3 of 9. Rain doesn't really serve a purpose at all. You have to have the furniture on Rain. That will actually amplify the damage that these heroes can do. Another piece for Hodgkin. I don't think he's at 9 of 9 yet. I think we are close. We'll pull 1 or 2 more and see where we're at. Because Ivan's another one, guys. Furniture, very, very big on the hero. Boom, there's another copy for Liberta. Want to max, want to build him out, prioritizing Stargazer Scrolls and Diamonds. Now, I know even with these heroes we're building now, it's going to make a big difference for tower progression as well. I was just thinking Hodgkin's at 8, but even thinking for the tower progression, having and maxing out a lot of these heroes to the 9 of 9 furniture, going to make a big difference. It's really going to make a big difference in there. Especially heroes like Nevi that we already have kind of built out. There's a second piece, I think, for Shemira. Shemira's the one we're going for. All in for Shemira. There's another copy. Yep, there's Hodgkin. We can actually build him out. That will take him to the 9 of 9. Boom. All right, next on the list. Let's drop him out. Again, dimensionals, I think we have 9 of 9, 9 of 9. Those 3 are in there. Ezio, we didn't have enough coins, and then the other ones we don't have. So we're good there. We're good there. Again, probably, you know what? Let's go with Taylene. The original version of Taylene, after we finish out Liberta, Taylene's actually a solid choice. I'm getting free copies of the twins can work in there as well. See, Baden we're not building. We still have some copies of Desire to build. I think that's a pretty solid choice even here. We have Skarath already at that 3 of 9. I think this is a pretty good build. Pretty good build right here. And again, Mulan only needs 1. Nevi only needs 2. We get a copy for Shemira as well. All right, so that's our Pokecoins, guys, giving 5 more right there. Let's go ahead and recycle. We'll equip. So nothing to optimize in there, but let's go ahead and recycle those, giving us a couple more pulls. Like 3 more for the Pokecoins. There's second copy for Rain. 5 cards still left on the table, guys. We can definitely build these out a little bit further. Rain gets a little bit more love right there. 1,700. All right, so let's see. We want 1 for Mulan. So Mulan and Nevi. We're going to build out. So Mulan is going to be maxed out. There's the final one for Mulan. And again, still has a lot of utility in different game modes. Let's go ahead and build these out for Nevi. More right there. So we took a lot. We took a lot of heroes to the 9 of 9, guys. That's another 2 heroes right there. Again, Rain, I'm going to save. But who do we put in now? And again, I'm thinking the twins, probably Halos, because I know we don't have, I don't think we have furniture or much furniture for actually either of those. But looking here, yeah, we have a lot of furniture, guys. We have a lot. We just need some more heroes built up again a little bit further, just to get them a little bit higher, a little bit further, get them kind of built up. All right, Dimensional Tower, of course, is right over here. A lot of those heroes built up. I just put Brutus in here. I just put Drez in here. Demio, we're going to have to build up as well. That's our towers, guys. Have them all set for the OCD players that want all of the towers separated. But that was a ton an absolute ton of Poe coins in there. Summons were pretty decent overall. We're gonna have to wait to see if we can get a couple more copies of Liberta out of there. Then, of course, Resonating Crystal, we're gonna have to level up quite a bit. Beast Ground, we got 775, and we're getting to 12. So we're trying to move everyone to 12. Now, remember, break-even point, guys, the point we want to get to is 12. Taking it higher to 9, so actually taking your beast to 12, getting the resonance 12. Once you're at that 12 point, then you're going to move specific beasts much higher past that 12 mark. So here, even Pandy, we have another one right there. So already at 9 means we can add a little bit more training, a little bit more skills and abilities on there. We have a couple already at 9. We'll just continue building them out. Again, moving them essentially to 9 at this point, and then going to 12, 9, 9. The other two, as soon as we get them built up to 9, progressing on to 12. All right, so Rem and Amelia. Let's see where we're at with both of those guys. Again, signature item-wise, we'll go ahead and build up these heroes a little bit. Gonna have to focus a little more on this account. Well, a lot more, probably an absolute crazy amount of more on this account. But we are getting there. So Rem is going to be the one. I think we have some chests. We're going to go ahead and build up these chests a little bit. Want to get to the plus 30 signature item, and then we're going to do the exact same with Amelia. We finally got him. I know it's a little bit behind the curve, but ultimately, finally time to step it up and get there with these heroes in a lot of different game modes. Both of these heroes, guys, still doing incredibly well. I'm going to have to build them up a little bit further, but super excited to see kind of the build on them. There we go. So we'll go ahead and resonate all heroes. Not even sure last time. So gear preference, let's do all heroes on there. Go ahead and resonate all of that to tier 2, which is awesome to see the faction gear in there. Engraving, again, we have a ton of engraving mats. 55,000 engraving mats, which again is kind of crazy. So we'll go ahead and we'll max this up to the 60 engraving. So and I'm thinking, I know Nevi can use the 60, but even looking a couple heroes here, guys, Mishka can absolutely use the 60 engraving. Again, not used really as much anymore, but I know Nevi is going to be very strong. Even signature item on there. Power progression is going to be a lot easier, especially gaining 15 levels. I think in totality, we can gain probably 15 levels out of there. Make a lot more progression in here. Even the engraving aspect, again, we have heroes. We're gonna have to go through each faction and see exactly even who we want to take. Really the plus 30. Going through the engraving tiers, Raku, yeah, we can definitely use. And again, not used as much as lately, but when you don't have the other heroes built, so even looking kind of going by engraving, we only have one hero. We only have one hero, which is Scarlet with the engraving right there. We have Naruko in here, so here we only have one hero as well. That is built up a little bit. Here we have 3. Peanut could use it. Saurus doesn't really need it. Looking at our Graveborns again, right here, Silas could use it. Damon could use it. Thinking probably, I know Oden, again, another big damage dealer. Even adding a star in Demia. Demia could use some engraving as well. Zolrath, if we take him up a little bit further. Of course, Merlin, Albedo, Mulan could use it. Right here, Amelia can definitely use some engraving. Especially if you just take it to the plus 30. This is a big difference. The Magical Pierce and also allies outside of the zone do get some buffs. We can do the exact same, get some tier 2 on there, get some engraving on there. Going to make a big difference. We have Lucy, that's already built right there. We're going to have to figure out exactly who else we're going to build in here, guys, because we have a ton. We have a ton of heroes. We have a ton of collections to pick up and continue building through there. Of course, we have the events that are going on right now. That builds a lot more heroes and a lot more progression. That's going to be a pretty solid, again, tower progression. I can see even level-wise, feel like we can gain a lot of levels for the amount of essence that we're sitting on. Or no, that's right. It goes through that fast, guys. 496, but still, I mean, that's the sub levels that are just eating up all of your resources. That's okay. Because even out of here, the store, we need pre-order list. Of course, we are getting the diamonds out of here. We're getting those, but down here, we're buying pretty much everything at this point. To get some more essence, going to have to go through guild shop, of course, building it out a little bit further. Barracks, we have enough for quite a bit more. I'm going to focus on probably some more stones. And I'm thinking the Celestials and the Hypo Heroes. Even here, we got 75. So Wukong is the only one that we have in here. We do have Joan. You know what? I need to get those copies of Joan, again, utility-wise. And then in here, I think we're building out Mortis. If I remember correctly, who do we need? So we have the Aziz right there, the original version of Aziz. I have, what, 2 more right there, so we're 1 shy. Mortis, again, right there. I want to build Mortis. I want to get Mortis up to Mythic. That is probably the good spot, getting the +20 signature item. Now, Zolrath we already have. Ulna we already have. So again, Mortis I'm going to build out just a little bit further with the buffs that he is going to provide. So let's go ahead and open all these. Boom, nothing but trash in that one. Rare stones in there. And then, of course, we're getting a little bit further with a couple of these heroes. Oh, right there, we could have built out another copy of Leonardo. Definitely need 1 more out of there with Leonardo. But you know what? Mortis is still a pretty good build. Another hero, again, that we do want to build out a little bit further. Take him up to at least Mythic, so that takes him to Legendary. Gonna have to pull a couple more copies of him out of there as well as we continue our progression. Absolutely gonna have to, again, focus this for a little bit. We're on 38-20. I feel like even at this level, we should be able to make a considerable amount of progression, just kind of going through there with the content that we have. Even there's the Panda, guys. We got a level 9 Panda, so got some more rewards out of there. Got some events going on. And of course, out of here as well, we do have Honorable Offering that is up. We're gonna get some free chests out of here, get some more red chests out of there so we can continue our progression with this account over on the test server. That was a lot of chests. We blew through a lot of chests and a lot to still come. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.